So there's been a lot of talk about this guy potentially being the best support for the new Festival ESTAROSSA, and I can see why, especially with the team he's on, and when you guys see what we can do within these first couple matches, as long as you go first, which I know can be a bit of a gamble sometimes, especially with this guy's CC. Don't get me wrong, his CC doesn't look like this all the time. I am unfortunately missing costumes on this man. I was not spending a crazy amount of money when this guy came out, so didn't wail on him super hard, and his gear could definitely use a little bit of work. It's not terrible by any means, but it's still getting there. He is of course 6'6", so we are getting all of the CC from that there, but he of course has the double AoE. They are both debuff cards, which will help the Executioner's Zealous in the back, and then the passive here, increase allies damage dealt with debuff attack skills by 50%, only really supporting himself, so there is a little bit of room for improvement, but combined with the debuff cards, and we can get all of the extra boost from the Zeldritch passive here, combined with the fact that not only because you're throwing the debuff cards, you're going to be applying the death effect on pretty much every enemy, every single attack. So that of course gets everyone closer to that encroach, and the second you get that encroach debuff on someone, they are instantly dead. They aren't surviving any attacks, I can promise you that. This man is an absolute beast, that's for sure. I'd have to play a little bit more with him to think, or can maybe put him where I want to put him and not have any super flawed guesses on that one, but he's definitely looking top 5 at this point. I would say he is considerably stronger than the Christmas Awakened Lilia, which is who I put at that 5th spot for PvP. But if you guys don't know what the ESTAROSSA does, his first card here inflicts covert action damage equal to 500% of attack on one enemy. His second card inflicts flood damage equal to 500% of attack on one enemy. The ultimate, which, yes, we got shafted, is only 1/6. I'm really considering going for another rotation on that banner to get the 2/6, especially at 3/6. Apparently he gets a defense down as well. Could be really interesting. Decreases all enemies' attack by 20% for 3 turns, then inflicts resonance damage equal to 380% of attack on all enemies. His commandment here removes one buff applied to the hero when the hero uses a skill in PvP. And last but not least, that passive. If an ally is a demon or has a commandment, it inflicts damage to or on the enemy, applies darkness on the target. If the target has 4 more darkness effects, additionally applies encroach for 1 turn, increases allies' basic stats by 5% for every darkness effect on the enemy up to 10 times. Having a look at his gear here, we are rocking the attack crit. If you already have a HP defense set or something like that for ESTAROSSA, especially for this team, would probably be the better option. And then those are all of his cosmetics there. I can imagine within the next month, maybe a little bit more, we'll end up getting a final cosmetic set for him, giving him that 5th and final weapon, which will definitely help him out. He already hits some of the craziest damage in the game, especially for level 1 cards, and this is the team we're using today, and let's jump right into it. And by using this team here, we can get stats on these characters that are surprisingly comparable to the Barn team, which is actually crazy to think that's even possible. We'll go for the Meliodas AoE first. Once again, just applying the death effect to all of the enemies, and then we'll throw out those final there. Well, not the death effect, sorry, that's the ultimate, but Meliodas isn't going to do a crazy amount of damage. He's kind of there for the passive. Super excited for him to get a Holy Relic, but throw out all those cards there, hoping that the enemy attacks into us just a little bit more, gets those extra couple debuffs on them. Not something super big to worry about. Unfortunately, I only got the 1 extra ESTAROSSA card, but it's not like anyone on this team has Taunt, anything like that. We can go ahead and wipe his melee the second it gets back to our turn. You'll see, even when we go ahead and inspect characters like HENDRICKSON, their stats are going to be so massively inflated. That's only after 1 turn of using all of these cards. In this next turn, we'll be able to use our 5th and 6th card, pretty much wiping everyone. So let's have a look at the HENDRICKSON here. Only level 90, and we'll see what his stats are looking like. 400,000 max HP, that's pretty good if I do say so myself. The ESTAROSSA getting close to that 400,000, and then the melee here 520,000. So really real impressive. Let's see, let's go 1, 2, and 3, and is that it? Do we wipe everyone in just 2 turns? Sigurd getting absolutely blitzed there. Type disadvantage against the Gotha, but surely that's no problem, right? Of course, not for ESTAROSSA. And then this encroach card will be going to absolutely tear this trainer melee here. Oh, not pretty close to not killing there, but an easy forfeit, just like that. And getting to witness that absolutely godly victory screen. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit late to all of these showcases, the JP version still being a couple days ahead of us. You get a bit of time to do those showcases. Also, another forfeit. But we are, of course, still going to try and use pretty much every single demon character with this ESTAROSSA. This is, I believe it was Morelli showed a team, something along these lines. I think replacing the Demon Lord Rimuru with the Emilia instead, but definitely going to be one of the strongest teams to counter this demon lineup. Let's do this, and this, because without any cleanse, anything like that, there is nothing we can do against the attack disable, which is 100% what he's going for. If he doesn't have the 2 Merlin cards, he can always just rank up his own Gotha and do it that way. I'm hoping with the amount of stats we have and our recovery rate, all that kind of stuff, we'll be fine just to kind of tank out all of his RNG. Hopefully he can just get super unlucky in one of these turns. We can of course still throw out the HENDRICKSON cards, which is probably the one strong part about having him there. If we weren't to have him, probably replace him with Chandler, something like that. You can still go ahead and use the block effect. Wouldn't advise using it on the Blue True Seeker Merlin because her attack disables via a passive. She'll still get that off. She'll just be missing out on the flood effect on a single target card and the dissolve on her AoE. You could, however, use it on the Red Gotha, for example. Stop rank up, stop the attack disable through there. Crazy amount of debuffs. Let's check out the ESTAROSSA again and see if he's hitting that 349, and then the melee here. Yeah, a little bit less because we missed out on one of those attacks. I might go ahead and use this one instead. Not like we can rush an ultimate, anything like that. Go ahead and waste Melee's card. Even HENDRICKSON, actually. HP defense, just with all those debuffs powered on top of the enemies, and everyone's got that encroach now. Man, it doesn't even matter, I don't think, if you can have another attack disable, because the HENDRICKSON cards, it's going to start doing so much damage. It's a super fun character. So glad this kind of team doesn't have cleanse. Oh my god. If Rimmer or someone like that had a cleanse effect right now and could just remove everything there, that'd be devastating. Also, if he kills the ESTAROSSA, that will go ahead and remove all those debuffs. Damn, even the dot damage from those. Let's see. Do they still have the... I can't see the encroach on any of them. I'm going to go ahead and throw those out regardless. And surely that finishes them off, right? I don't want to spend my whole life attack disabled. Yeah, it looks like they dropped off. Ugh, that is so annoying. But you can see what I mean. We still have 2 people on pretty much full HP. Please drop this attack disable chain. This is painful to deal with. Rimuru got that extra pierce buff as well. One of those cards even at level 1 will finish off our ESTAROSSA here. Entirely due to the fact his type advantage. Yep, and that's another attack disable from Merlin. She's so good. There's no way you can't think that unit's good. Our whole team hasn't been able to do anything other than HENDRICKSON this whole match. And oh my, he's getting blitzed by Rimuru there. Yeah, we're definitely getting rid of... no, we'll... yeah, I think this is a better decision. And I'll just go ahead and waste that there. I'll throw off this ultimate here and then we'll skip this match. I've made you guys suffer far long enough having to watch through these. Also, for such an old cut-in for HENDRICKSON, looks kind of sick. But to go ahead and see teams that are supposed to counter the team, their whole point is to try and counter the team we're using today, just get absolutely pummeled by us is kind of scary, that's for sure. Let's go for the same thing here. The Margaret having the Breath of Blast is going to be super annoying for us. If only we had a Chandler to put that block on her. I suppose the Darkness is still going to stay on them. We can go ahead and pretty much spam Diane in this next turn. As long as Diane's dead, we'll be alright. We can slowly chip at everyone else, and as long as we can continue drawing ESTAROSSA cards. Don't get me wrong, the Assault Melee cards are good and all, but nothing like what we can do with one of these other cards here. Let's see if he's going to be able to do any damage to ESTAROSSA out the gates. Yeah. Even just having these teams with super high substats and stats in general makes them so much stronger. Although stats and all that kind of stuff will get power creeped over time, you usually want to have characters that have really good tech and kits, stuff like that. Let's see. Who do I really want to get rid of here? I suppose Diane would be real good. Because if we kill the Diane, we get rid of the ult control. We get rid of taunt if we really need to. Oh my god. Who are we gonna kill with Dig? I was expecting to have to use both of those cards to kill Diane, mind you. I was not expecting ESTAROSSA to whip out that. He's so much fun. I can't get enough of him. Could he take the throne for #1 favorite? You know, he is comparing or having to go up against Lodosiel and the Demon Lord Rimuru, but stuff like that just is 100% what I play this game for. And well, I think this is actually one of the first ESTAROSSAs I've seen in PvP, because a lot of them you sometimes go first and then they just do the insta forfeit, and I don't know, maybe a lot of people just didn't summon for the ESTAROSSA. Let's go for this. I highly doubt he'll be using any evasion food or anything like that, but we'll still go for that AoE card first. Sigurd definitely scary because he's going to go into that first turn with all 3 of his debuffs, and not what we don't want to have to deal with, but as long as that Estarossa can survive turn 1, we can go ahead and kill his Estarossa, and you guys get the gist of this. He's still going for the Extort card, even though... Oh no, he's going for the single target instead. A juicy crit on Hendy. Oh my, no. What kind of juice has your Meliodas got, my guy? Oh, it's... If he had went for the Estarossa card, there was 100% dead. Let's see here. We will go 1, 2... do I want to maybe... Surely I just trust you to kill, but for some reason I have my doubts. I don't know why I'm going to completely regret saying that. Yeah, the Flood card would have killed so much easier. I should have saved that for the AM Millie instead. Get rid of Sigurd there. Wow, Sigurd actually surviving that one. How did Sigurd actually survive that? What? Bro's only level 95 as well? Wait, type advantage. Oh well, Estarossa straight back to full HP. With this many defense downs on him though, he'd still... If he just throws out another one of those crazy single target cards that crits, he could easily get the wipe on Estarossa here. And then leaving us with just Assault Meliodas and Hendrickson. Oh, he's still holding on, surely not another single target? Okay, a barn charge card. I am very lucky that this was a bot, however. I mean, it could not... There's no way any real person would have done that card instead of just going ahead and using another one of the Estarossa cards. Throw that one out there. So far I haven't lost. Very, very lucky that that one wasn't though. And we'll get on to our final opponent. Hopefully another SC team of us. Love those dittos. And another unknown team. I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot more of this as these next couple of weeks go on. None of the hijack Gotha though. Emilian's still Merlin, and Emilian Merlin is still toxic enough as it is. Let's go 1, 2, and 3. Going to be spamming that starting rotation throughout the whole thing. But if you guys have any teams you'd like to see me use, or even just units alone or individually alongside this Estarossa, by all means let me know in the comments section down below. We don't need to worry about the Hendrickson being frozen there. He got off his debuffs, that kind of stuff. However, it looks like the debuffs have disappeared because he's been frozen. I was looking away as the cards were being thrown out there, but... Oh god. Estarossa, why are you taking so much damage, my guy? Hold on, this isn't right. Okay, no attack disable. Perfect. I'm guessing this is, once again, another bot. It's unfortunate that I've only been winning these matches against bots, but... Well, I still like to believe I'd have a pretty good chance of winning without, right? Oh well, let's finish this off. 2 and 3. Can you go ahead and one tap everyone once again? Oh, really? I need to go ahead and hammer off some of his HP pieces and some of the attack ones as well, but that covert action card, it's almost impossible not to one tap with that. Damn, it's... Okay, so the unknown team will definitely mess you up if you're using something like this. Maybe trying out the red Glocks and using a cleanse variation could be the way to go, but I can definitely see where the appeal is in using Hendrickson. Those debuff cards, getting the encroach debuff on them super early, 100% the way to go there. And there we go, that about does it for today's showcase. Man, I can not get enough of this Estarossa. So damn fun. I am really thinking of maybe building him a HP defense set just to try and get the comparison between the two, see what I really prefer. Because I am still trying to do the box AC grind, we're getting super close to the 10 million. It wouldn't be a huge waste having a HP defense set for Estarossa on the account, but once again, that about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit like and subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.